Hello, guys and gals. Me, Mudahar. A great test to know you failed as a parent is when your child buys an NFT. I swear to God, if my kid bought a Bored Apes Yacht Club, that kid would be great friends. He'd be a great staple at the fire station, all right? I'm out of there, dude. I failed. I failed as a parent. Now, if you think I'm being cute, I'm not. I'm dead serious. Now, ladies and gentlemen, NFTs, are a massive joke. But of course, one of the largest, NFT collections was Bored Apes. Okay, so Bored Apes Yacht Club, probably one of the largest. They made a crap ton of money, massive volumes. And if you're talking about Bored Apes, just a quick example for those of you who are lucky enough to not know, this is the magic for it. Okay, this is the Bored Apes right here. Okay, so each of them got a little wacky tone to them. Some of them got interesting hats. Some of them got interesting faces. Some of them have eyes popping out. Now, ladies and gentlemen, the Bored Apes Yacht Club has effectively become one of the largest internet cults of digital, like tech bros and crypto bros, where effectively they're just buying and sharing these NFTs with each other. But of course, there was also the sale of virtual land for thousands of dollars and the promise of a massive metaverse in the future. Now, to start off, a couple weeks ago, all right, for 3 weeks, there was an actual game released under the Bored Apes Yacht Club. Now, if you looked at my channel name, my name is Some Ordinary Gamers. I do have to talk about video games, and one of the games in question was a new game called Bored Apes Dookey Dash. Now, you might be like, Dookey Dash, Muda? Yes, today we're talking about the poo-poo today. Because if it's anything indicative about NFTs, being the shit that they are, the fan base behind it absolutely flies off the handle when they're playing with literal fecal matter. Now, of course, if you go to the actual website over here, a glimpse at the road ahead. There's a couple animations. One of them is a trial of Jimmy. I'm going to play this for like 5 seconds just to really show you what we're really getting into, okay? Here it is. Hit that play button. Okay, so here we go. We're about to open up our way into the outhouse. And boom! Look at that, dude. We took a massive poo-pee. Yeah, I'm not joking with you, ladies and gentlemen. We are literally playing with shit. I used to do this as a kid growing up, but I'm surprised to see people doing it for thousands of dollars. Hundreds of thousands of dollars. If you go to some of those Bored Apes and you go price low to high, it's wild to believe that these things, the lowest is like $130,000, okay? That means this little NFT picture is being shared for over 6 figures. Now, the question is, Muda, is it worth it? The actual answer to that is no. It's a NFT. It's a receipt on the blockchain. Run away. Now, of course, going back to Dookey Dash, if you were a holder of one of those 6-figure NFTs, you had the option of effectively going out and redeeming a pass. Now, I'm going to read something to you. To get into the sewer and ever closer to Jimmy's butthole. No, I'm not even joking with you, okay? I'm gonna zoom the screen out. I'm gonna just give you the raw recording real quick so you know that I didn't expect Element. This is the refresh button. I'm gonna click it. Okay, the site is loading. That is not something I inspect elemented. To get into the sewer and ever closer to Jimmy's butthole, you'll need a sewer pass, which every Basie and Macy holder, Mutant Apes Yacht Club, can claim for free starting January 18. Anyone with a sewer pass will be able to play, even if you don't hold an ape. So again, if you had one of those apes, you could redeem a sewer pass. If you didn't, you could buy a sewer pass. How much is a sewer pass, Muda? Well, in order to play with feces on the blockchain, you're looking at a entry price point of around $4,349. Why this dog shit is still being sold when the 3-week period of gaming has ended, I don't know. I honestly could not tell you, ladies and gentlemen. But yeah, this is the actual price. Now you might be like, man, this must be a banger game, Muda, for it to be priced $4,000. A lot of us were like, damn, gaming's getting expensive. $10 over? The price in games higher now? Bro, if you were an NFT person, this is like the entry floor price, okay? You literally have to prostitute your rectum out in order to afford gaming in the blockchain. Now, of course, this must be a crazy game, man. Ooh, it must be wild. So we're going to actually look at some gameplay. Thankfully, there's a few crypto channels on the internet that have shown gameplay. So I'm gonna show it for the audience here real quick. So as you can see, it starts off, you validate, you look into the butthole. And of course, once the butthole expands, you can see that you got the profit, which is a Shiba Inu Dogecoin clone. But of course, if you go into it, you can see that, yeah, the graphics have this cel-shaded look to them. And you're flying down this pipeline into, I believe, Jimmy's butthole. Now, I'm gonna just stop you right here, ladies and gentlemen. What is so different between this and Tempest 2000? Maybe a little bit of that, hold on, wait a minute, what's that? Subway Surfers? Some jetpack joyride? Yeah, basically, people are paying thousands of dollars to play an Endless Runner clone. This is the biggest money grift that I've ever seen. I can't even blame people like Yuga Labs for doing this, because they found the dumbest audience to profiteer off of. So yeah, they've made an Endless Runner game that people just play for like 3 weeks straight just to basically, you know, get access to, you know, I guess the high score, if you will. Now, there are in-game microtransactions, because of course, why wouldn't there be, right? Ooh, come on now. You could buy Power Shark packs, okay? Now, I'm going to leave it to the Bored Apes, you know. But of course, if you thought it wasn't bad enough, the Power Shark packs are wild, okay? So if you want to get extra things, you can buy multiple, like, packs. So here, we're going to look at them real quickly. You've got the Double Dash, which is dash cooldown time cut in half. You got the Chart Topper, which literally is pay to win, 15% added to your score. And then you got the Gold Digger, ladies and gentlemen. Rare items have a chance to appear more. Yeah, pay to win, boys. Not only are you paying up the ass to play this mobile game, but you're also paying for the microtransactions, so you can just jump the leaderboards, okay? This is honestly, Yuga Labs, they have the best, because the thing is, the audience is dumb, okay? The actual player base for this is brain dead, or like they've already lost brain cells. There was a video I watched on the internet of like one lone brain cell trying to make connections. You might as well retitle that video, Average Crypto Bro trying to use their brain to full capacity. Yuga Labs succeeds because they're literally profiteering off of the dumbest in society. And they're too dumb to realize that they're out playing with actual digital feces. It's insanity. Now, I'm sure for everyone out there that like has seen the real world and can like, you know, actually rub two brain cells together, knows this is A, a money grift, and B, it's just the biggest joke in the entire planet. For somebody to pay thousands of dollars to play this is just baffling to me. And the thing is, it pains me to say this, but people actually have paid thousands for this, okay? It's wild. Now, of course, this lasted for 3 weeks, and there was one winner at the end of the day. I think it was a Twitch streamer known as Mongrel who won an actual grand prize, this key on the blockchain, if you will. This key right now is currently being sold. Get ready, 3.7 million USD, which means if this key sells, it hasn't yet, thank Lord for that, this will be probably one of the biggest sells in video gaming history. And of course, it all comes down to a game that is not preserved. Now, being a game preservationist, it's a shame that I won't ever actually be able to play this Dog Water Runner game, but then again, I'm not exactly crying that I'm not able to play this shit. Now, of course, Yuga Labs and Bored Apes and the Otherside is an interesting project. Months ago when I talked about these projects, there was the Otherside MMO, which was genuinely a little bit interesting, if not a little bit boring. Generally, they were running around this open world, this Unreal Engine-like world that they were running around in, where they had like thousands of people apparently connected into the server. If anything's to be believed, 4,437 operators were playing the game. And they were just part of this NFT concert experience together. So, of course, this was interesting tech to see. So I wanted to even dig into metaverse gaming, because at the end of the day, just looking at that alone doesn't immediately separate it from things that have happened. One of the reasons why metaverses are kind of looked at as a laughing joke from most people is when you look at the games that are apparently powered by the blockchain, it's not different than games we've seen like Grand Theft Auto Online, World of Warcraft, FF14 Online, any MMO in the world, Black Desert, whatever, you name it. But then, of course, you've also got other games, other pieces of technologies like PlanetSide 2 that have already done mass players in one location at any given moment. So again, even if you look at things like Second Life, any metaverse social experience, nothing that these metaverse gaming projects do anything differently. The only tangible thing I could give them was having thousands of people in one location. So I looked even further. Apparently Yuga Labs tapped into a company known as Improbable that was actually working on a project where they could combine thousands of people into one session. So basically they have something known as M squared, or like Morpheus, which is how they're able to have like up to 10,000 players in one like server at the same time. So you can see in this case, they've got thousands of people connected. And of course, the way that this works is a little bit interesting. So here you've got like actual players, I guess allegedly playing together, okay? Just in this mega metaverse experience. Now, if that's real, that's impressive. So I wanted to look into this actual thing. They're a British metaverse technology company. And of course, it's not that they're necessarily working with people in the crypto field. They're specifically, as far as I've been able to read, metaverse focused. So they had something known as Spatial OS initially, and they were releasing like video games, battle royales, that never really ended up going anywhere. But what the actual chief thing was having tons of players in a session at any given moment doing anything. Now, how is this any different than something like PlanetSide 2, which is a game that's existed for a while, something like EVE Online even, or anything of that nature? Well, it seems the technology that they were using, which was apparently like a Spatial OS, which I don't know if it's their tech or if it's something that's entirely like built upon like other frameworks like Unity or Unreal, but effectively the technology in this allowed them to use multiple servers to basically, like, it wasn't just one server people were connected to. They had multiple servers that they were tapping into that allowed thousands of players to interact with each other, doing multiple operations per second. So of course, in one of the interviews, they literally said like existing gaming technologies are restricted by how many operations per second it can process. Metaverse projects on Improbable's M2 network leverage its Morpheus technology, which is capable of performing over 2 billion operations a second. For context, the network processes 25,000 times as many operations as a 100-player battle royale game and allows over 30,000 players in the same space, each fully customizable, uniquely animated, and capable of viewing and interacting with each other. I'm not going to joke over here. If this is actually legitimate and not just, blowing smoke up anyone's asshole, this could be some serious game-changing MMO technology for the future. Imagine a world where, like, in GTA, you could have, like, 20,000 people roam around all of Los Santos, or so on and so forth. It'd be massive, it would be huge, which is why I'm having a really hard time believing any of this. If they have that many players, I cannot imagine the actual game itself being so complicated. You have to imagine one of the big problems with most modern gaming technologies, or MMOs, is while yes, there are plenty of players running around the map, there's also other factors too. There's also other processes that are happening to keep that game world alive. Other functions, other gameplay loops that all add to massive processing load across entire servers and clients. So I could only imagine what this is going to look like for like these people going forward. If it's just running around an open world while there's like a preset animation playing like a concert, I can imagine that's a little bit more simpler to handle than something like, a big massive game like Grand Theft Auto or World of Warcraft or Final Fantasy or something like Star Citizen. It seems like what's happening is these people are trying to build this cool technology, and as soon as it looks good enough, they're hoping to sell it off to some big tech company like Microsoft down the road for big chunks of cash, billions of dollars, and then rinse and repeat, start brand new again. Now, of course, looking at a lot of these projects in the metaverse, it really feels like, first and foremost, like there's a lot of money being spent when there doesn't really need to be. First off, this game that Bored Apes has made, this like endless runner, costs $100,000 just if you want to get a free token. You already have to own one of these mega expensive Bored Apes or Mutant Apes anyways. And let's say you don't have one of these. Well, if you want to spend just the least amount, they were selling these passes for like $4,000. I believe the prices probably went down, actually, considering the fact that you can't even play the game anymore. Yeah, so obviously during the game's heyday, there was definitely a lot of volume going on, so it was definitely being sold. It seems like on a higher average price in general, but like now the price has peaked and it's the price was on average, I would say, a little bit higher. Obviously now it's not going to be, since the game isn't running. People are just buying it to have it, which is insane. This is a world of gaming that doesn't really offer any new innovation, realistically, but yet it costs thousands of dollars. And I swear to God, the only people into it are crypto bros that are trying to make this sound like the next big thing. Anybody that has actually like seen gaming or anybody that has actually touched a computer knows just how lackluster this shit really is. And in reality, if all you want to do is play with shit, just go outside and play with a dog turd. Hell, you make shit every day. Play with that. It's fucking free. Why are you paying thousands of dollars to play with digital monkey feces? You're making me go mentally insane. I want to rise up and just destroy. I'm so glad those meds are finally kicking in. Ladies and gentlemen, if you like what you saw, please like, comment, and subscribe. Dislike it if you dislike it, man. Honestly, I'm a little blown away by how insane the clown world is that we live in. You know, I never thought we would ever go to a day where people would be buying digital tickets to fly through a virtual sewer, man. Like, wow. Like, holy shit, when you say it out loud like that, maybe the aliens should just destroy us. Yeah. Yeah, I think they should. Anyways, I'm out. Take care, guys. Love you.